What's up, everybody? Steven here, the Horror Freak 85, here with Miss Boomstick as always, and our lovely guest tonight and talented actress from Full Moon's The Evil Bong series. Ken, yeah, I started to say Ken. Barbie and Kendra trilogy, as well as many others. How are you tonight?
I'm so great. I'm so happy to be here. It's like so fun. Best way to spend a Friday.
So I see you brought along a friend too.
Yeah, of course. I had heard that you got your stash box and you were watching the Eva Bongs, all of them, Bongathon.
Bongathon, yeah.
I figured gotta bring Evie. This is the original Evie from the film.
Oh, nice.
So I figured gotta bring her.
And it looks like there's already 7 people watching, so Evie's like, what y'all motherfuckers doing here? That's awesome. Yeah. Is that the gingerbread? Or I see something else in the background. Is that...
Yeah, there's some creepy dolls and puppet master characters and Blade and a whole bunch of them. Hearts.
Nice. So how's your day been so far?
Been good.
See, yeah, we're counting down the hours till tonight, which is good.
No. Thanks, Miss Boomstick.
Sorry, I had to have the camera off for a minute.
There's a tornado happening by where you are.
Yeah, right now it's mainly in Illinois, but we're keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, it's happened before. It had to go down to
the weather radio nearby.
Well, yes, don't. You
know. We got Charles here. He said he's been waiting the past half hour. So welcome, Charles. And if you have any questions and anybody else, feel free. Let's see. We also got Jim Carter is here. Welcome. So let's start out. Since it's Women in Horror Month, when you were growing up, who was your favorite female horror actresses who inspired you to do what you do?
Well, actually, when I was growing up, I was so afraid of scary movies. And I didn't watch them. And then I had foot surgery. So then I was like, I gotta get over my fears of scary movies. And so then did an avalanche of The Exorcist and just a million. But The Exorcist for me was my scariest. I had nightmares for 2 months when I saw that. And then I almost booked The Exorcism of Emily Rose. It was second choice, me and this other girl. And I was like, please, dear God, please do not give me this part because it would have been so scary. So I would probably say, and I don't remember Blair, the lead girl in Exorcist. She freaked me out.
That's interesting. I just realized, I'm sorry, I'm not live on Facebook like I should. I'm trying to go live and it's saying that the time doesn't match. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to dual stream here.
That's okay. We love technology when it works.
Let's see. I might have to, why is it? Let me edit and see what happens. Oh my gosh, because I want to be live on both here.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see. A post was created on Facebook. I guess Boom will answer a couple questions while I'm doing this, so we don't really waste too much time here.
I guess you started out hardcore, starting off your first one with The Exorcist.
Yeah.
You didn't even dip your toe in. You just dived in first.
I dived in, and who would have ever thought I'd be doing horror movies so much because I was so scared of them. I think when I film, I literally have nightmares while I'm filming. It's so scary sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying The Exorcist was scary in the chat. And Barbara and Kendra movies, those are so hilarious. How'd you guys get the Tiger King dude? I don't know which one. I didn't watch the Tiger King, so I don't know which dude he is, but you did get somebody from the Tiger King.
John Rinke is the one that we got to work with. He is the guy, if you watch Tiger King, that doesn't have any legs. He's the sweetest guy in the world. And Charlie first wanted to get Tiger King and tried to figure out a way it was impossible. And then I think Chris Alexander Oh, cute. Chris Alexander like reached out, and anyway, they somehow connected to John Rinke and magically got this to happen, and it was so exciting. Like the first, so it was in Barbie and Kendra Save the Tiger King is the first time we, have an interaction, and we did an interview, and it was so cool because like we got to do a Zoom with him, and what we were saying was scripted, but what he was saying was not, and then obviously we could ad lib from there, and it was so crazy, just like almost living in your own reality show. Like you watch this show, and then like you're like having the opportunity to interview. And then in Evil Bong 888, he actually came, and he brought these like all the way from Texas, I think it's where he lives. He brought us tiger whiskers in his hat, and he gave it to us, and I still have mine. Cody has hers, and so Cody plays Barbie. So that was super cool, and we got to meet him. He's the sweetest guy ever. I mean, you would never know that he didn't have legs, and he's just amazing, so sweet. So it was super fun, and basically in this one, like it was his first scripted scene that he's ever done. So he was so nervous. He's like, "Can we practice?" And we're like, "Of course." And then like it goes into the, we get to ask any question thing. So it's just kind of like ad lib, and it's so fun because he's such an interesting guy, and the stories with Tiger King are just crazy. So
yeah, I've heard that was crazy, but I didn't get a chance to watch it while everybody was in on it. So I don't really know much of that stuff, but
so cool. I just see Jester Mikey's in the house. Jester Mikey is quite a Full Moon fan. It's amazing.
Nice. I like their little icon.
All the unboxing.
Yeah. So, any more Barbie and Kendra plans after that, or was that a little cameo there?
There's potential talk of another Barbie and Kendra. Not official, but I think there could easily be another one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the Tiger King one, they talk about a Space Force one, but then you guys ended up doing
the Storm Area 51, which is
fun. This is true. You're 100% correct. Yeah, because like Space Force, I think they were trying to, like, they knew that the show was coming out, so we're like, oh, we want to kind of get in on that, and then it was like, okay, so then they're like, okay, let's go a different way, because then all of the alien stuff was happening at that time, so like, let's go that route. So we kind of follow what's happening in the news and follow happening. I don't know. It's so fun though, because we get to play full ditzes, which is like so different than how I am in real life. No, I'm joking. Really fun.
Must be fun getting into that, like, the nothing mind frame, I guess we should call it.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Like, yeah, so much fun. It almost seems like she's kind of high or something.
Yeah, almost like I feel like it's natural, but like I feel like in real life I'm ditzy smart, and then when I play Kendra, I'm like maybe less brains.
Right. Just add or minus a little less there, whatever.
Yeah.
Brian wants to know what film got you into the genre. Ever consider directing, preferably for Full Moon?
Very good question, Brian. Thank you. So what film got me into the genre? Well, okay, so I first booked The Lost. That was my first horror movie to book, but I filmed The Gingerbread Man first. So basically, we had 2 months prep for The Lost, and then while I was prepping for The Lost, then I was like auditioning for The Gingerbread Man. Every time I went back, I was like, this is such a funny, weird movie. Like, it's so weird. It's about a cookie chases around a bakery. And I was like, I'm so not going to get it. But they kept bringing me back. And like, I don't know, so many auditions. And then I booked it. And it was almost like, you booked it, you're filming the next day. I was like, what? So then like I filmed The Gingerbread Man. And then the day that I stopped filming, whoa, is that your...
Yeah, I got to go to the basement. I will be back.
Talk about horror movies. Be safe.
Okay. Yeah,
wow.
she'll return.
Whew, I've got goosebumps. Hopefully Miss Broomstick gets on her broomstick and be safe.
Yes.
Yeah, so then the day that The Gingerbread Man we wrapped, it was almost like a couple days later we started the Lost. So the first movie I filmed in the horror industry is the Gingerbread Man, which was super fun with Gary Busey, who played the pissed off cookie and chased me around the bakery.
Yeah.
I had a lot of nightmares when I was filming.
You had one scene with him. How was it working with him?
Yeah, that was an adventure. It was so memorable. I mean, so I was super young in my brain, like younger in my brain. My
Right.
mom was there on set, and basically Charlie Band warned us about, Gary Busey, like,
Yeah.
and keep some distance, and just kind of gave us the protocol. And they
Mm.
first filmed all of his stuff, and then like turn the camera around, like, okay, we're gonna break for lunch, and then we're gonna film, the other side. So at lunch, Gary was like, "Come in my trailer," and I was like, pretended like I didn't hear him. I was like, "Doo doo doo,"
Oh God.
walked past. And then when my mom and I were walking back, he's like, "Come in my trailer." And then it started playing tug of war. Like Gary was pulling me this way, my mom was pulling me this way and this way, and he's like, "I'm going to report you to the director and the producer." I was like, "Sounds great." Because I already knew they told me, like, don't do this. It was my first movie, like, with, obviously. So I was like, But basically, I went in the trailer. I was walking up the stairs, and then they, like, pushed, like, them down and, like, locked me in. And I was like, ah! So I was like, have my arms up like this, like, ready for, like, war. But then Gary, he's like, "What's up with your mom?" And I was like, "Oh, my mom," like, I was trying to bring it into the story of the, the scene. And he was like, "No, your mom." I was like, "Aren't we talking about, like, acting, whatever?" And then he was like, "I'm feeling like doing an exercise." So then he was like, like doing this thing. And I had been so scared, but now he's just being so funny that I literally start cry laughing and tears are streaming down my face. It sounds really bad outside because it's like, sounds like this. And then the trailer's like shaking because he's doing this weird, like,
Oh God.
shape. So then, and apparently my mom said everybody was freaking out outside. Then Charlie knocks on the door and pretends like he's calling for set. And Gary's like, "See, nothing happened, nothing happened." But it looked super bad. Like Gary was sweating from this weird thing. I had tears. I was cry laughing.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and then we shot it. And fortunately, I had to be scared of him because if I didn't, I'd have to bring my real acting chops. But I just didn't even have to act. I was like, ah, like I'm so scared. And then like he wanted to have a picture with me, and he asked me to go. He said the only way I could have a picture with him was if I took his phone number to go to Malibu. And I was like, "I'll take your phone number, but I'm secretly not going to Malibu." Like,
Right.
so we got the picture. And then, I mean, apparently later, like, he decided to make up all the lines and things. And, like, they'd already filmed, like, the puppet going, like, So it was a really big adventure, for sure.
Okay, I think Boom's back. Let's
Wow.
see.
Talk about a real horror.
Yeah.
Like, tornado. Boom's a trooper.
My mom wants to know who is your favorite person to act with, or
Hey,
favorite
Mom.
people to act with.
Your lights aren't on.
So cute. Hey, Boom, are you okay?
And she's alive.
Where's my sound off?
My favorite people to act with.
Wow,
That's a good question. I feel like my favorite people to act with are people who are like really kind of in the moment with you and allow you to kind of like have freedom and play, and there's no box, like there's no rules. It's just kind of like freedom, because then you're really living in the world and it doesn't feel like you're acting. You're just kind of like, flowing in a conversation. So usually, like, I'll have like boundary talks and stuff like that in advance, because then like that person, how that person's being comfortable, especially if it's going to be somebody that you have to like, pretend like he's your boyfriend or something. You're like, I just met this guy. But I feel like, yeah, overall, it's like the freedom to just kind of be in a conversation.
Mm-hmm. She was wondering if there was any names particular.
Particular names. Oh my goodness, there's so many. I really enjoyed when I did The Lost. I liked working with Mark Center. He was awesome. I really like working with Cody on the Barbie and Kendra movie. Like Amy Paffrath, oh man, John Jordan, like the whole cast of the Eva Bong, which is super fun. I mean, like Rabbit, oh yeah, Sonny Carl Jr. He's just awesome. I'm trying to think. I don't know, my brain is farting, but I almost feel like every project I've done, it's like there's somebody magic that I love to connect to. I love working with Jessica Morris. And yeah, I don't know, just that's kind of what's popping in my brain right now, but I know I'm missing so many people.
You're like, everybody, sorry if I missed
I'm like,
you.
everybody, like, I love you all.
Was there ever a role that you regret passing up on?
So there was this TV series that I booked. It was like a multi-series, and my character was so awesome. Like, I played the super sexy badass, which is like, I love playing that role. I will say the script was a little like, it was making me do things that were, a little bit more than I was comfortable with, because it was, a little inappropriate. So I almost wish that if I had been a little bit more mature and confident, I could have said, hey, can we maybe rewrite those parts, out so that I can play this fun, sexy character in this show. So I would say that's the main one I think that I like think about.
Nice. And I don't know if it got brought up in my move or not, but how was it working with Gary Busey?
Yeah, I did share the stories about Gary Busey.
You'll have to go
memorable forever. I'll fill you in later, Boo.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you could just rewatch that moment. Good story, though.
Definitely Gary Busey. Woo!
Gotta catch up on when I edit, I guess.
If the trailer's rocking, don't come and knocking.
Yeah, Gary Busey.
Let's see. Ever consider writing a script of your own?
Ooh. Yes. So Jessica Morris, she's written a lot of scripts. Like, she's been doing a lot, and she's been acting them, so it's kind of like inspiring. And I'm like not a writer, I'm just like, it's not me. But I really kind of was thinking it could be fun to write it, because then you can basically get all your friends to like, let's do this movie, let's shoot it, let's just have fun. So I kind of want it to be like a superhero badass chick movie where we're like, ditzy, but like, magically do superhero things, like, just like something like that. I think would be fun.
Maybe Barbie and Kendra can somehow get superpowers.
Yes, that's genius. High five.
Oh, I
disappeared. That was a disappearing act.
Oh, it's the power of the high five. It's the high five that makes me disappear.
It's the high five superpower. I didn't even know I had it.
Wow. You just make people disappear. Barbie could be like, "Don't touch me." Did you just make me
it's like a superpower.
No, you make her invisible. That's the power.
Yeah, it's like, see, we just wrote the script.
And you don't know, you think you can do something else, kind of like how in Mystery Men, like he could think he was invisible. Well, he's be invisible, and then
you high five. It's like, hey, give me a high five. I know you're evil, but bye. No, actually, you're not evil. You're awesome. So you can just stay.
Or no, the high five sends them to Bong World.
Yes, Evie would love that.
Hey, welcome, motherfucker. Oh, man. We always come up with weird ideas on the show. So, I mean, we've had so many other different movie ideas. It's crazy. One of these days, they're going to happen. Let's see. Got another question here. Modern day horror with CGI or old school, better storytelling? I guess.
Let's see. I mean, I definitely prefer old school because you can really see and experience like what's happening right there. Like, you really have the tools. And when you're doing CG, it's like, okay, do you see that blue box? Like, look at that blue box and then like pretend like it's attacking you, and like it's kind of like, like, I don't know. But then if you're doing, it's like an experience where you're really seeing like this creepy thing happening. So I feel like old school because it's more like realistic, I guess.
Which role are you most proud of?
So I would say like there's two roles in my brain that's popping in right now. One is The Lost because it was my first role that was like kind of intense, but like there was a lot going on, so it was like badass, but then there was a lot of like understory kind of. Really like that one. And then also Skull Heads because I played like a person whose parents were like basically related and made me, so it was a little bit disturbed up there in the head, and trying to grow up, trying to get out, and like I feel like I guess I like challenging roles like where there's a lot going on, and that had a lot. Those I feel like those two are my favorite in challenge world as actress, but I love all the fun ditzy ones, Avi. Like
Right. Yeah, I have to.
They seem like they would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to probably order Skullheads. I was trying to track it down online somewhere or Tubi, but I couldn't find it. So
It'll be fun. I can't believe how many you watched. It's amazing.
this week, yeah, the whole week. I meant. Well, I'll watch it later. But Wicked Lake, you were also in, I believe.
Yeah.
I gotta check that one out. That's
Well, yeah, because I did. So I worked with Mark. He played my lover interest in The Lost, and then they had us both be in Wicked Lake. So he also played my love interest in there. But Mark's character was so different. He was kind of like shy and weird versus like he was like really intense in the other one. So it is definitely interesting working in that one too, and both of them.
Did you happen to read the book before? Because I know it's based on Jack Ketchum book. Yeah,
I did, and in fact, Jack Ketchum was in the movie for a little moment, and he was there on set a lot. But I definitely read the book, which is very helpful because oftentimes when you read a script, you kind of have to invent who you are, and it's like, but this was like, it's just right there. But you also want to do honor to like people who are reading the book, so you don't mess it up for them.
Right. Yeah, I haven't read the book, but I'm assuming that the ending. Well, I guess it's been a while. I'm sure people have seen it, but like, do you believe your character survived?
Oh, you mean in The Lost?
Yeah.
I want to think that I did.
Because it kind of ended on a like. I mean, you sort
I know
of.
it's like I was shot, but was I dead?
Yeah.
Wow. I never really thought about that, but I'm gonna go with I stayed alive.
I think so.
I yanked that bullet out, and I'm like, or wait, was it a bullet? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, it was.
It was a bullet.
Like, how did I die? No, I didn't die. I'm still alive.
No, you didn't.
I'm right here.
So exactly.
Yeah.
Welcome, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
In the Gingerbread Man versus Evil Bong, you get to play both your characters in those universes.
Yeah.
How was it? I'm trying to go back.
That's a great question. That was super fun. So basically, we shot it with there was somebody who played like the back of my head almost, and then basically as we were moving the camera around, it wasn't like I was one character and then the other. At least how I remember it. I'm remembering clearly. It was like we're in this section of the room and we're gonna do, this part of it. Oh no, wait. Maybe we did it all. I don't know. I don't remember. But all I remember is like I had this brain on and then I had this brain on and I tried to like tie it all together because it was all about, Lornell and like I like him, like, so it was very interesting experience because one was like very shy and like reserved and the one was like woo woo like badass, whatever. So it was definitely really fun, and especially like when I was beating myself up.
Yeah.
But I kind of remember, I think at some point I was like changing outfits. It was like, okay, get in this outfit and you're this character, and okay, now change, now you're this character and you're this outfit. It was kind of like really fun. So yeah, that was cool for sure. An experience.
Let's see. Who was your favorite director to work with?
I mean, I love working with Charles Band. He's amazing. I've been so fortunate because I've really worked with so many great directors. But I mean, Charlie is super great and chill and easy to work with and just like awesome. So I've done so many great projects with him. Christopher Verston too. He did The Lost. He was awesome. He's awesome. I don't know. I'm blanking, but like I almost feel like each director I've worked with brings like magic. You know what I mean? To the story. So, yeah.
How was it? How did you get booked with Masters of Horror when you did that episode? Like,
oh no, are you okay with your tornado?
Just another alarm, I guess.
Good vibes. Yeah, that was just an audition, and got the script, went in, did the audition, and then booked it and flew out to Canada, and we shot it there, and we stayed at this hotel. It's called the Sutton Hotel, where everybody films there. So there's like all these famous people, you know, there all at once, and it's super fun. And I remember this one time I was in the elevator and there was this dude. I don't know why I'm saying the story, but it's funny. I'm like, you look familiar. He's like, you look familiar. Where do I know you from? Where do I know you from? We're kind of going back and forth. And then I realized it's Benicio del Toro. And I was like, oh, I totally know where I know you from. Like, I went to your screening. And he was like, oh. So as we're talking, we were going to the workout room. And there's this guy and he's like, yo, you don't know Benicio? Yo, he's the man, yo. And his name was Ice Cube, and I've never heard of that. I'm like, that's the weirdest name ever, like Ice Cube. Then I realized later that he was like a dude too. So it was basically like the whole hotel was like just almost like a Hollywood.
You didn't even know who he is. That's funny. Like, oh, you don't know him? Oh, yeah.
I guess I don't know who you are.
Do you know who I am? I don't know. Like, hello.
Like, do you want an Ice Cube? Because, oh, wait.
I meant to click above it there. I guess you remember Get Out Before I Blow Your Hair Right Through Your Boober.
Oh, wait. Yeah. What was that from? Is that from Wicked Lake? I feel like Steve might know better what I'm saying. Wait, what movie is that from, Steve? Get out of here before I. Once I finish the movies, it's like I've lived the moment, and I'm like, what?
I was gonna say it's probably one of the Bonds. 777.
Oh, 777. Oh yeah. Oh yes, you're right. Oh yes, the clown. Cool. And I was like, yeah, I kind of
Be the clown.
Now that was fun. I really did like playing like the clown for sure. I was like the fake Batty Boop, but like the real Batty Boop, she's amazing. So I never want to take anything away from her. I remember she called me when I was in Killjoy and I had to play the full Batty Boop. She's like, do you want me to teach you like how to do the accent? And I was like, I think I'm supposed to be like the fake Batty Boop, like not you, like you're the real deal. She's like, okay, you're right. I was like, okay. She's awesome. She was awesome to work with, but like I don't want to take anything away from her amazing work. So it was fun playing the fake Batty
Boop. How was it pretending to act like you love the puppet and like making love to the puppet? That like, like what's your thoughts doing that when you read that? Like, okay.
Yeah. So are you talking about when I had to make out with the Gingerbread Man?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a crazy story. Like, you're gonna think I'm a little crazy, but so the movie before that is, if I remember clearly, you probably remember better because you just watched the Bon Bon. But it's kind of where I am introduced to Weedy, and it's like So when I was reading that script, for some reason, like I was falling in love with Gingerbread Man, like, and it wasn't even written in the script. It was just like I was having feelings for Gingerbread Man. It really was. I know it sounds weird. Yeah, Sweetie's a badass. I agree, Steve. But I was just having these feelings, and then I think like towards the end of that movie, they kind of wrote in because I told Charlie, I was like, I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I feel like I love Gingerbread Man, and there's like some weird feelings I'm having for him. So we kind of added that in, and then when we got into 777, we got to be in Vegas with Weedy, it was like all these feelings that I had, I got to let out, which I know it sounds really weird because it's a puppet, Avi, right?
Yeah.
But I was like super into him. There's some magic, there's some connection. I don't know what it is, but I really did. Yeah. There was moments where I was like, wait, what am I doing? Like, when I had to, like, in my boots, I was like, what's happening? Like, because Charlie would actually go, like, crazier, like, go bouncier, like, do stuff. So I was like, there was moments where I was like, wait, what's happening? But then I kept remembering, okay, I really do love Gingerbread Man.
Steve was saying you've just been weedinated.
I've been weedinated.
I also say Weedy's a badass.
Yeah, Weedy is badass. I agree.
What other behind the crazy moments behind any of the evil bongs that you remember?
Oh man. Oh. Wow. My brain is blanking. Let's see. We got to work in a bowling alley, and that was like super fun. But I'll say that like there was a those like claw machine things. So
Yeah.
basically the claw machine had this song, and for some reason nobody thought to unplug it. But like while we were filming, all of a sudden it'd be like do 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 do. So we have to like cut and then let the song go. And we'd be like done, and then we'd be like okay in action, and we'd be like the scene blah, and they'd be like do 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 do. So this was going on like the whole shoot, like the whole week that we were shooting. So basically, we all after a certain point, it's kind of funny. So you just start dancing. So we all started dancing to this song. So then like Charlie decided, okay, wait, let's have everybody dance the song. And I think at the end of the movie, if you watch it, you'll see this song like going in. So yeah.
Let's see. How is it when you film the love scenes? How comfortable are you?
Woo! Yeah. Well, let's just say, okay. So when I started, I was super, 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 super nervous. My first love scene is in The Lost, and I had to take off my clothes, and that was extremely scary. And I practiced beforehand. It was like a lot. I would just like walk around the house like with my clothes off and like try to feel comfortable. And I didn't know quite how to feel comfortable because it's very awkward, like especially your first time. Like this is a very intimate thing that normal people do in their privacy, and then I'm gonna be on set with humans, and then like even my hands when I'm getting cold right now, But basically, I had like a boundary talk with Mark, and beforehand, I was like, I wanted to make sure he was comfortable. I was like, is there anything like that doesn't make you feel comfortable? Like, do I feel like? And basically, that boundary talk made everything great. I was like, because we basically talked about like, what would make people feel comfortable. So then once I ripped off that first Band-Aid, actually, I will say this, when we were filming it, we were supposed to go skinny dipping in the water. And it was like so cold. It was so cold. And they had a scuba diver guy on set, like to make sure we were going to be safe. He went into the water and he said, this is way too cold. Like you like might die if you go in here. So they quickly changed the scene so that we would instead, make love like just on the ground right there. And Mark actually, he was so cold, he kept his pants on and everything. And I kept taking mine on and off, but they did the robe. So actually, like my first experience, it was just like I didn't even know it was happening. Like I did all this prep and all this brain work, and I was like, oh my god, I got this. But then it just happened. And I was like, I'm so cold. Get the scene over with. I'm so cold. And you had to like pretend like you weren't shivering, but it actually was snowing. Like literally, like maybe 30 minutes after we wrapped, it started snowing. So.
Yeah, I've heard stories where either it's too hot or too cold in the scene, and they had to adapt. That was like one of the challenges to filming certain scenes before.
Absolutely.
Brian asked, Do you collect any souvenir props from your films? Obviously, we got Evie there. As a horror fan, I totally would, because you've been in some very classic, excuse me.
Very classy stuff too.
Yeah,
Especially those long movies.
if they're like, "Would you like this?" I'm like, "Yes, please." By the way, I'm gonna move my my body. I'm walking because I have to plug in my computer. So give me 2 seconds. It's looking like a horror movie right now.
Oh, they're walking down the dark hall.
Hold on. Here's my charger.
Uh-oh. It froze.
There we go. We're gonna go back.
There we go.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So, but yeah, there's a lot of puppets and dolls where I am. We have like so many. Like, see, look, there's a million. Yes. So I actually like live with Charlie Band. So our house is full of puppets and dolls.
I think I saw blades back there, didn't I? From Puppet Master.
Yeah, there is. Here, let me see.
While you were showing us, I thought I saw them there. Yep.
These are all the originals from.
Oh, nice.
The movie. There's a lot of creepy dolls and puppets. So, and this is Tart, which is adorable. There's Tart. There's Tart.
Oh yes.
So yes, her. Okay. So sorry. Thanks for your patience. Sorry, I had to plug my computer, and I was like, "Oh no, lose power." Okay, almost got back in position. Thanks for your patience.
It's all good.
I always forget to charge things, so it's funny. Okay.
See, Steve was saying, didn't like seeing you abused in American Muscle, but it was good.
Oh, yeah, that was actually a really fun movie. I really like that. And Nick, who played my guy, he was awesome. That was like, it was a very dark movie, like an action movie. And it was, there we go. I'm back in position. Thanks, guys, for taking the charger adventure with me so we could stay connected. Yeah, American Muscle was a very dark film for sure. But it was good. It was really good. It was fun. I remember when I first got to set on American Muscle, they didn't realize how short I was and how tall Nick was. And so they're like, originally they're like, ooh, like, I don't know, you know, if this is going to work. I was like, it's going to work. And I said, I'm going to jump on his shoulders and we're going to, you know, walk in the park and I'll stay, you know. And so basically they kept giving me like these boxes to stand on too, because our height difference was so different. But I was like, I love this part. I don't want to not do it because, you know, it's just because I'm short. So.
For I have a question. Since you did the storm Area 51, what are your thoughts on Area 51 or UFOs or any of that?
That's a good question because, I mean, obviously we don't know.
Right.
But I feel like it makes sense. It makes sense for there to be aliens out there. It just makes sense.
Yes. Especially now that they got all the those classified files getting unclassified.
Agreed. I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like they don't probably want us to know all the stuff because it's probably too creepy, but it makes sense to me. I don't have any reason to believe that there aren't aliens.
As big as the universe is, got to be something somewhere. I mean,
like, it's super cool that we're here. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's awesome. You know?
So I have to keep muting. The sirens went off like 3 times since we've been down here. So I have to keep muting so you don't have to hear the sirens going off.
There it goes.
I don't know. Can you hear it?
I just now heard it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep muting. We're in the basement. You might see people walking around. So my son just went in the room back here, but my husband, my son, our 2 animals, cat and dog, my stepson and his girlfriend are all down here. So you might see movement go behind me in case anybody goes behind me there. So.
As long as you're okay, that's all that matters. So.
I mean, yeah, it's like we're doing a reality show, and yours is the real horror movie.
It's like instead of interviewing Tiger King, we're interviewing a tornado.
Stay safe.
That's why I set up down here earlier today. I already had my laptop ready to
Wow.
go. I had some lights set
Amazing.
up. I got this thing for my tablet. So I was like, I was prepared. I knew these were coming.
Wow.
My stepson had to go to a wedding in Wisconsin, where I'm in Wisconsin. They had to go up there, and I was going to drive home through Illinois today. I was like, no, stop here. It's going to be bad today.
That's so crazy.
Lo and behold, we're spending time in the basement.
I mean, this is like a real horror. Well, stay safe.
Yeah, for sure. Any movie sets ever creep you out, like some of the Romanian stuff?
Romanian stuff. Well, I didn't do any Romanian stuff, but like, creep me out. Yeah, like the Gingerbread Man, totally creep me out. But the sets, yeah, we did. The Conta Casino, and that place where we filmed it, it's been on TV shows for being super, super haunted. So while we were there, like I was feeling stuff, but probably the creepiest set, I did Night of the Living Dead 3D. And it was filmed in a mortuary, and next to it is a church. And it was like an old mortuary. And my character, I was like a goth, and I was super in love with dead people. That's what I was playing. So I was really in that mindset of just loving dead people. And basically, if you had to use a restroom, you had to go into the church, like from the mortuary to the church. So I was going to the restroom, and like I heard a knock, boom, boom, boom on the door, like while I'm going to the restroom. I was like, oh! And then like I was like, hold on, and then like it was like boom, 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 boom. So then like I opened up the door, and there was nobody there. And I don't know why, but I like held my foot on the door, and I like washed my hands. I didn't just run. I was like, let me wash my hands. And then I was like running out, and then I looked behind, and like above, there was like almost this thing area above on the church. And it was like this outline of a person like glowing their shirt. And there was a clock, and it was like spinning. It was like brrr, like spinning. And I ran under there. I'm like, am I just imagining all of this because I'm in this world, like this mortuary, and I love dead people? Like, is this all imagination? So I didn't want anybody to think I was crazy. So I was like, hey, have you guys seen anything? And they all described the same thing. And then we went into the church, and we had one scene in there, and it was all of a sudden this ice cold breeze like flew in, and it was just like ice cold. I was like, this has to be a ghost. So, and then this place also is on one, those haunted, show things they talk about, all that stuff. So I would say those are probably two creepiest sets that I've experienced.
You're the second one to tell a bathroom story. We had Lou Taylor Pucci on, and something touched the toilet paper and like spun the toilet paper while he was there at like this hotel. And turns out there's people saw ghosts at that hotel, and like half a body walking through the room. And he described the same ghost. I think it was Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Yeah. They both saw the same ghost, and like at first he didn't say anything, thinking like, yeah, I don't want people to think I'm crazy. And
Ooh, so
yeah.
creepy.
So if anybody's interested in that ghost story, I do have it clipped out, and it's on my channel on there's a playlist called the House of Horrors podcast clips.
Mm-hmm.
It's in there somewhere, but it's
Definitely
labeled.
check that out.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that the ghost wanted to, use some toilet paper.
I don't know. Or maybe he was like, here, hurry up, get the toilet paper and get out of here.
Yeah. Let's do some ghost action.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the first time I ever saw anything was in a bathroom as well.
All these bathroom ghosts, apparently. That's weird.
Yeah.
Moaning Myrtle. We got some ghosts in the bathroom there.
Scary.
Let's see. Steve said, I saw the
Original.
Oh, okay. Original Alien Theory. Oh, okay. Original Alien. You mean the movie? Okay.
Yes, that was scary. I agree. Alien is scary.
So I thought maybe you were talking about you saw like some sort of ghost or alien since we were having that conversation. But yeah.
Yeah, I would be scary to see an alien.
Yeah. Would you like to do?
Yes, I definitely would like to do a big action movie where I do my own stunts. That would be awesome. It is actually one of my dreams to be like a Charlie's Angel or something. Like
remake the evil bong, but how do you make the evil bong serious?
Yeah, just the title alone.
Yeah, I'd be like, but make it serious. So wait, how do you?
How can
you call it the serious bong? I don't know. I mean,
it's basically about getting high.
Pretty. I mean, I guess it is pretty scary. I agree. Yes, it's very scary. Evie.
I guess he's just saying a real evil bong.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I agree. I think that's a good idea. Actually, speaking of which, do you want to see the real evil bong before?
Sure.
Do you guys see? I'm gonna show you this bong right here. You see that?
Yeah, a little
This
bit.
is the original inspiration bong to create this bong.
Nice. Who created it, or I mean, who built it?
This one, it's one of Charlie's effects guys, and maybe Danny Drew. I don't know. I apologize. I don't remember. Somebody super awesome.
Right.
Let's see. Are you 420 friendly?
Well, of course. Anybody wants to have a fun time on 420. Woo woo. But I'll say this: I'm a beginner weeder. Like, so I've only ever smoked pot twice in my life. So when I was doing the Lost, I was like, I've never smoked pot, and like I need to know what this is because I'm supposed to be like, whatever. So so I called my mom and I was like, Mom, what do I do? Like, I needed to experience this pot thing. And she's like, you got to call grandma. She'll get you the hookup. So I called my grandma and I was like, hey grandma, like I need to smoke pot. And she's like, hey, I'm going to call my guy. Like he'll give you the hookup. And this old dude calls. He's like, hey, you'll never believe I'm high, but I am. Whatever. He's like, you should come over. Anyway, I didn't do that. I did not smoke pot then because that was weird. But then my mom's like, if you ever have the chance, you have to try it. Like you need to do it. I was like, okay. So then like I had the opportunity. I was like, ooh, and I got so high, like out of my mind. I was so high. So I was like, okay, this is totally not for me. But then like now things are lighter and whatever. My friend's like, you should try like 2 puffs. So I was like, okay. So like just recently I would like try 2 puffs and then I Ubered home and I was like, woo! So I feel like, I totally support the 420s and like, I feel like I just have a good time on 420. And like, I enjoy watching weed movies.
Steve said he smoked a ton in high school.
Nice. Awesome.
Brian asked, what actors? Oh, it popped on me.
Uh-oh. Hopefully she's
no.
okay with the tornado. We're going to send good vibes to her. Okay.
Evie's like, motherfucking tornado, I'm the one that rules.
I know. She's like, I'm going to take that tornado. Okay. Like, I'm
evil bong versus tornado. We're just coming up with more.
I know. Basically be like where like her chin, like this part of the bong goes.
There you go. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, here she is.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. My internet just like gave out on me.
Because there's a tornado like right above your head. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just watching because my dog thought she had to go outside, but it's like pouring down rain. So
I thought you were like watching the tornado. I was like,
No, we're on.
Maybe we should.
I can see the back door, but
Cal.
My husband's trying to take the dog out, and she's just like, I want to go out, but no, I don't want to go out.
No.
It's like another cow. No, that's the same cow. Everybody was flying by.
Did we get to finish that? I tried to start reading it when my when my internet went out. Yeah. What actors have you been the most excited about working with? Any left you starstruck?
You mean, okay, so this is an embarrassing story. Well, okay, so I do love Jennifer Lawrence. I did one film where I wasn't didn't have any scenes with her, but she was in the movie, and I feel like she's amazing. And Jessica Chastain, I'm super obsessed with. Like everything she's been in, like I'm in love with. But I will say Rachel McAdams. One time I was at a restaurant, and she was like, my table was seated where I was like staring at her, and it was a Chinese restaurant. She had a fortune cookie, and she like opened it up. She left it on the table, and I'm usually not starstruck. I'm usually like everybody's normal. We're all humans, and it's just like somebody else. But I will say, secretly, after she left, I did get the fortune cookie from her table.
What did it say?
I don't even remember what it said nowadays, so I feel embarrassed. But it was in my purse for years until I changed my purse, so it's probably somewhere in some purse still. But I had to have her fortune cookie.
If you could remake any movie, what would it be?
Like, okay, so I definitely want to do a Charlie's Angels movie, so I probably want to do that. I also want to, like, if they ever do like a Leech Woman where there is like a human, if there's a human puppet master characters, like where you're human, I feel like I would like to play Leech Woman. Like, coming out.
That would make an interesting puppet master, like the humans turning into the puppets.
Mm-hmm. I would love that. But yeah, Charlie's Angels for sure. Yeah. I don't know. I like The Notebook, so I probably would want to be like, The Notebook. But yeah, it's a great question. Thank you.
I can almost
so many interesting questions. This is super fun. I didn't realize it was going to be like so interactive. I really
yes.
enjoying myself.
Yes, everybody, the chat is popping tonight. So yeah.
With you being so involved with Full Moon, you may do like a Full Moon version of Charlie's Angels, like have Full Moon characters like combine as the Charlie's Angels and have your own little like name to it.
That's a great idea, like Charles Band's Angels.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I think a James Bond movie would be fun too, but I'm not English, so I don't know if they would. That's a great idea though.
So I know Full Moon's been around a while. Did you see any of his movies prior to auditioning?
I hadn't seen any, and then once I was like working on them, I was like, I better watch some of these. So then I started watching. I think maybe Trancers was the first, and Subspecies were like the first ones I saw, and I was like, these are so good. I like it because they're like scary but lighthearted, but the interesting stories, but like they make you feel good. And I didn't have as many nightmares as like with The Exorcist, so you could watch a lot of them. I still have a long way to go to watch all of them though.
Got to take them all, get them all on your checklist, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to look up. I mean, how many movies are there? Full Moon. I mean, there's probably what? I wouldn't even know. I'd have to go through.
I think 300 and something. Yeah. But Charlie is so amazing.
Yeah, I was lucky enough. It was 2014 when I met him in Texas Frightmare. So
that's so amazing.
Yeah. So and first one of his actors or movies that I've had on here. So they're the first one.
That's super cool.
Yeah. So hopefully maybe in the future we'll get both you guys on. They're always, like I said, you can come back whenever. So
definitely, absolutely.
Love to get inside his mind a little bit and his process and all that.
I know. Yeah, Charlie's amazing.
Steve said Head of the Family was awesome, and he also said you are an angel.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, Head of the Family is so awesome. That is such a great movie. I think Charlie said it's one of his top 10 favorite movies that he's done. But it's like such an interesting movie, and the characters are so amazing. They're super interesting.
Have you ever done live theater? Is that something you would enjoy doing?
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, so actually when I grew up, that's how I started. So I lived in Boulder, Colorado, and I was like, I think 8 or something like that. I started doing my first theater. and I was in a group called the Peanut Butter Players, where we serve lunch or high tea and do theater. And so I did many productions, and we would basically do them at this place, and then we would travel around to schools and different places and corporate events. And so I did theater, and then I got into film when I was 14 in Colorado. And I was like, I really like this. So then that's kind of when I got into film, and then I've been in film ever since.
Let's see. She was talking about the head of the family when the head got thrown down the stairs.
Oh yeah, that's super amazing. Hopefully he'll make Bride of the Head of the Family.
Ah.
That would be super cool. I know he mocked up the bride's head for Head of the Family, so that would be super cool.
What is your favorite full moon film? Do you like the most that you are not in?
Oh, that's a great question. There's so many good ones. My favorite. Man, it's hard because there's so many good ones. I'm like, which one is my favorite? Well, I love Trancers. I love Subspecies. Can I mention more than one? I love Puppet Master. Those are probably my favorites, I think. Yeah, there's so many. I
gotta throw in Demonic Toys too. That's awesome.
Demonic Toys is amazing. I love that.
Demonic Toys and Doll Man are some of my favorites.
Yeah,
and the one combined.
The Demonic Toys versus the Doll Man or something like that.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, I got those movies around here somewhere.
Yeah, there's like somewhere in the collection of movies that I got. So yeah, I have the Puppet Master, the I always say his name wrong, but the box of the Puppet Master movies. And then it came with Blaze, and I forget which other one it came with. I know it came with like a couple of little miniatures too.
That's so exciting. No, it's amazing.
Yeah, I got quite a few of the Puppet Master movies as well.
Yeah, there's so many movies. Like, I always say, like, if I were to try to watch all the full movies, even if it was like 1 week, I feel like I'd have to be like 350 in order to so I can do it. It can be 350 because I feel like I don't watch enough like every week or whatever. There's so many. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Boom was going to ask or not. I know. Did you watch the last Evil Bong, Boom? Darcy Diane, the male girl, was in there from Joe Bob. So.
I don't think I saw that one. I've had a lot going on this week.
Oh, okay.
But I did watch
she's a bit Joe Bob.
I knew Darcy was in at least one of the Evil Bong movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so awesome. I love her. She's such a sweet girl, and yeah. Oh, you got the Joe Bob shirt.
That's not the only one.
No, that's not the only one I have. I have a Darcy one too, but I didn't think about putting that one on.
They're so cute together. I love their whole show, their whole theme. It's awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I agree on this one. Steve said that the Evil Bong song at the beginning is very good.
Oh yeah, that's super fun. I actually did one song in the Evil Bongs. It's like something about getting high.
Which song was that?
It's like I'm not sure which one. It was like oh, it's getting hot. Effects from smoking pot. Oh, I wanna jump. Oh, I wanna hump. Everyone around. I don't know which one it's in, but it's definitely.
I'm trying to remember. It's like they're all blended together.
I don't even remember, but that was fun. The music in Evil Bong is great. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Mr. Mikey says Darcy is in Evil Bong 888. I did not get to see that one. I saw, I think, up to High Five.
That's it.
And then I saw the Gingerbread Man versus Evil Bong, and I think I watched the first two Gingerbread Man. Something to that effect.
That's so amazing.
I know it was like so many to watch. I was like going all day on it.
I know. It's super exciting.
It's like there's still stuff I haven't watched, like Wicked Lake and the other stuff, but I'll watch it eventually, though. So it's like I had to pick what to do. It's like got to do all the Evil Bong, so that's a no-brainer right there.
I know. Right. It's so fun. So exciting.
And of course, I watched the Corona Zombies and the Barbie and Kinder movies. Those I think are personally hilarious. I absolutely love them. And hopefully they come out with more. I know you just do a voice in Corona Zombies, but
I was too scared. It was like the pandemic. I was like,
It's first time out in a restaurant.
you know. That's so awesome. You guys are so awesome. Can I tell you guys a secret?
Sure.
You know that Charlie and I, we've been together for many years. And actually, this December, we are going to have our celebration of love.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah. So first, like, he proposed to me like 17 years ago.
Oh my.
And I was like very immature in my brain. And then I got more mature. And then so last December I proposed to him. And so then this December we will have our celebration of love. So it'll be really fun. So it's been really fun working with him and being with him and seeing how he creates all his ideas.
Congratulations.
Thanks. That should be fun.
Yep.
That's why you're seeing all these puppets.
Celebration of puppets.
Exactly.
They're all saying congratulations too.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Ask Charles about making a subspecies film with you in it. You'd be awesome. If not a Bond girl, maybe a Radu girl.
Thank you. I'll have to talk to Ted Nicolau about that because he's the one who writes it and directs it and casts it. But yes.
I think, didn't I see Oh, sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Isn't there, I thought I saw a trailer. Isn't there another subspecies coming out, I thought?
There is. So they just did a premiere of it at the convention. I think it's called Horror Hound.
Probably Horror Hound.
Yeah, and they're going to do a theatrical. I think it's on May 15th. Don't quote me on that. There's like one day where they're doing like theatrical, and then they'll put it on the streaming. I personally haven't seen it yet. Oh, thanks, Jim. I personally haven't seen it yet, but I'm really excited to see it. So I heard great reviews. I've seen the trailer. I can't wait to see it.
So, all right. Well, we'll all keep an eye out on that, of course. And Steve also says the devil and sexy hell guy cracks me up too.
Oh yeah, that guy is so funny. He's like, sexy hell.
it had sexy hell. He's like, what was it? No one's gonna be sacrificed, but the orgy, then the sacrifice.
Totally. Yeah, he's
good.
awesome. I don't know how these like crazy ideas come out of Charlie's brains because he's such an innocent, like sweet guy, and then like he has these crazy ideas. It's like, what? Where did that come from?
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff. It's interesting, like how people are in person, and then all the stuff they do on screen, or ideas that they come up with. And
I know.
so you get the best of both there to see how he is and his creation and process and all that. Let's see. Have you done any horror conventions?
Yes, I've done many horror conventions. Absolutely. Yes, it's really fun. I like going to them. You get to interact with the fans and like, you know, I mean, we're all just people hanging out. And I feel like the horror community is like, it's like a family. So it's really fun to kind of go out to the shows and like hang out, and it's really fun. But I've been to many conventions. It's really, really fun.
Any plans for some future ones that you know of, or not as
not that I know of in my mind right now, but I'm sure I'll go to, you know, more for sure. The pandemic kind of like halted my, you know, conventioning, but I'm sure I'll come out of my, you know.
They're finally coming back in. Yeah, the whole pandemic that just screwed.
It's kind of like we're done with that. It's like past.
Yeah.
Do you have one that you particularly go to, or? I know they all have different names.
Yeah, like I've done Texas Frightmare, and I'm forgetting all the names. I've done many of them.
And I swear, I think you were there that year, and I didn't get a picture with you, but I remember seeing you. Like we said that when we were talking, we're like deja vu, like
yeah, it was like deja vu.
Deja vu.
Definitely have. Yeah, I definitely think so. And
definitely get a picture next convention though, for sure.
Yeah.
So
yes, for sure. Let's definitely do that. No, that's really fun though. I love the conventions. It's like I get to meet you all, and it's just great.
This is fun in general, the whole atmosphere, whether you're a guest or attendee or whatever. Just
it's like it comes from like there's a job and like a cool movie, and then it's just like, okay, let's all hang out.
Yeah. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Brian just says E for some reason. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's related to anything.
Or if it's a typo or E.
He was trying to say evil. No.
EB, baby.
Oh, EB. He was trying to see EB.
He just left off. No, I don't know.
Like,
he didn't say that. I'm just guessing. I don't know, but I don't know what. Yeah, what else?
He was trying to say evil, but he got taken over.
Exactly. This has been so great, you guys. Seriously, it's so fun. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
All the questions, everything.
I was going to say, I know you said you had plans. It's already been an hour and 5 minutes. Like I said, it flies by. So
I know it does. It's been so fun.
Any
questions or anything?
Let's see. What kind of car do you drive, Steve?
What kind of car?
You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. It's a little personal.
What's the tag? No, I'm just kidding.
Car. No, actually, like, you know, the dealership experience, the whole like trying and I don't know. I don't like that. So when I buy a car, I'm just like, let me just like keep it. So my car is from 2014 and I have 11,000 miles on it. So I don't drive it a lot. But yeah, my car's a Lexus. So it's just comfortable, you know.
Gets you to point A to B or whatever. Yeah.
But I mean, I just like sat in it. It felt squishy on my seat. I was like, this is my car.
You were reminded, I will call you Squishy.
Yeah,
Squishy.
Exactly.
I will call you Squishy.
Yeah, but I'm like, I want to hold on to it. I don't have to have the whole dealership experience.
Steve says,
you or Charles
Brian,
ever thought about collaborating on a project together?
Like in terms of, yeah, I mean,
probably like writing or directing, maybe. I'm guessing.
We haven't talked about writing or directing. Obviously, we've done acting and directing, producing together. And also because he has really cool products that he develops, and my mom and I have a company that we develop products. So I have helped him out with some of his products and like collaborated that way. Like his new product's called the Fortune Teller, and it's super awesome. You click a button and it reads your fortune, and it's super cool. So I think like product wise, yes, but we haven't actually done like an official collaboration in terms of directing, or anything like that before. And I don't think we've had a conversation about that. So you never know, the future.
Right. Any upcoming movies that you can talk about?
Any what? Sorry?
Any upcoming movies you're going to be in that you can talk about?
They're kind of like secretive so far, but there's going to be some awesome ones coming out. Yeah.
And my last question, I don't know if there'll be any more, but I always ask any fun or interesting facts or hobbies or anything we don't know about you that you'd like to share?
Yes. So I feel like at heart I'm a little kid, and so I love the whole arcade experience. So actually tonight, where I'm going with my friend, we're going to Dave & Buster's. We're going to play arcades like little kids, and I do love that experience. But I love it so much that like just recently I started purchasing. It started with my mom. She got me a crane machine, the stuffed animals.
Yep.
So I have one of those. And then I just got like I just love arcades. So bought some machines. Like Charlie got some too. I got some. We have a little arcade thing. So I like being a little kid, and I like games and tickets and redemption and like prizes and like winning prizes and giving prizes. I've done many parties where I like give the guests like tickets and they can win prizes, and I don't know, it's a weird side of me, but I enjoy it very much.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. All right. Keep the little kid in you, right?
Exactly. Gotta have fun.
Yeah.
Anything else, Boom? Or
Steve says Marble Madness.
What is it?
Steve said Marble Madness.
Marble Madness?
I'm not
sure.
I
mean, I would love to be in a Marvel movie if that's what that means, because Marble Madness would be great.
I think he means like marbles, like some sort of game. I'm
Marble Madness. Oh, that's your favorite game? Okay, so I've never heard of it. So
I haven't either. I don't know what they're talking about.
I'm gonna check that out. That sounds really exciting. I like marbles, so Marble Madness sounds like yes, please.
Yeah.
It's an 80s game.
Oh, it's an 80s game? Man, I gotta update my brain. Thanks for helping me.
Oh, he says arcade game.
Oh, really? Okay. This
I'm
is
trying to
super
think if
cool.
I've ever heard of Marble Madness. I don't know.
Well, maybe I'll experience it tonight. I'll let you guys know how I like it.
It's the hidden game in the 80s in the back room. You get
Yeah.
secret games. You guys say, like, hey, it's the 80s arcade games.
Maybe it is like my favorite game. I didn't even know that that's what it was called, but I can't wait. I can't wait to try this marble experience.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
let's
And
go
somebody
on
else
this.
asked what your favorite game was.
What'd you say?
So somebody else asked what your favorite
Oh,
game
my favorite
was.
game? So I love the machines at the arcades that spit out the most tickets. So my favorite thing is to like find that machine and then win so many tickets. Then I like giving them to the kids because like I don't really need all that, Well, sometimes I need a few of those little things, but then I give the rest of the tickets. And then my other favorite is it's kind of like therapy, and that sounds weird, but like there's these ones with the balls and you like chuck it, like you throw it. So I think of something that like I'm like, "Rawr," and then I go, and then I'm like, makes me feel so good. So those are like my two favorites at the arcade.
I like the skeet ball where you roll the ball into the
Yes.
little numbers.
Definitely. That's my mom's favorite, actually, machine too. It's just fun. I just like being a little kid. It's just so fun.
It's like Chuck E. Cheese where a kid can be a kid except the arcade. There you go.
Yeah, and an adult can be a kid. They might get a few looks, but it's all good.
What do you like to do in your spare time when not filming? Any hobbies?
Besides arcading.
My hobbies, well, I mean, my mom and I have a business, so I create products. I like being creative. I love watching TV. I love watching movies. I love eating popcorn. It's my favorite food.
Do you have any favorite series that you like to watch? Or
there's so many good ones. I mean, yeah, there's so many good ones. I could go on and on. But I like my favorite ones are kind of like detective or like, adventure and intense and like this is happening, like, that's happening.
Kind of like true crime stuff.
Yeah, true crime stuff. I really like that. Where you're just trying to use your brain and figure it out, like what's gonna happen next, and you're like biting your nails. You're like, don't bite my nails. You're like, I have to because it's so intense.
I feel like I like the true crime stuff too. I actually created an Etsy shop a couple weeks ago, and one of my items is a coffee mug. On one side it says, "Don't make me snap," and on the other side it says, "I watch true crime for breakfast."
Oh, that's genius. That's so funny.
Well, it's pretty much any horror fan too. It's like we know how to dispose of bodies, so.
Yeah.
And my husband says that a lot, that I'm going to kill him and nobody will find him.
Oh, what was that? It screams like movies don't make killers; they make them more creative.
Right? Like It's awesome.
Oh,
this has been so much fun, you guys. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thanks for joining us. Good time.
It's such a fun experience. Should we do like a group high five?
Sure.
On the count of 3?
It makes me disappear. I can't do the high five. That's your. Oh wait, here we go. Wait, baby. If I just stay here like this.
Oh, you totally disappeared again. Okay, it's official. There's a magic power that you disappear with high fives. It's done.
Actually, it only works with me, like Wonder Twins or something. You can't do it with her. I'm the only one that disappears. So
that's because I don't have the background.
There you go. Okay, that's amazing. Well, thank you guys, and thank you everybody for all your really awesome questions. It's been so much fun being with you guys today, and I've had the best time. I really, really appreciate all of you guys. So.
All right. Hopefully, we'll see you guys again, or more than just you.
Yeah, that would be so fun. We'll have to have some more fun experiences on here for sure.
Definitely.
All right.
No tornadoes.
Yeah, no tornadoes.
Stay safe out there, Boom. Seriously, stay safe.
Yeah.
Whew.
I haven't heard a siren go off in about 15 minutes. I think we might be okay.
So that's a good thing.
That's good. Right in time for us to end. It was just you had to bring momentum. It was the reality show.
Exactly.
Right.
Have a good time.
You too. Have a good evening, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, she might, there. She might have trouble getting it to end.
Yep, she's out there. All right.
I'll never forget you guys, Tornado sirens kind of going.
Well, I kept muting when the tornado sirens were going. I muted the best I could.
Yeah, you'll have to go back and listen to that Gary Busey story. That was hilarious. It's like
Yeah,
when that happened.
definitely. Yeah, when I go to edit, I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Steve. So it was fun. So hopefully, like I said, might be some more plans with her returning and some more people. So that should be a good time. So just keep an eye out for that, and of course, I'll always announce it on the Facebook group and all that. So. Anywho, what else?
And then eventually this will go up on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple, whatever they're called. Whatever you can listen to. Apple Music, wherever you can listen to podcasts, that's where it is. Just look up, because I don't have the link on me right now because I'm on my laptop. But just look up Miss Boomstick and the House of Horrors, and you can find the podcast there when I have time. I edit these down, and
so you won't hear all of the tornado sirens.
Unless it's while I'm not muted, I can't really take those out without taking people's voices out.
Right. Well, except for the mute part, but yeah.
Right. So I muted the best I can to keep that out, but yeah, that will probably go in there.
It's called Apple Podcast now.
But
what about Apple Podcasts? He was saying.
I don't know. So it was called Apple Podcasts now.
Snapple, whatever. Snapple Apple.
But yeah, I got Sarah Booth's episode done today, and then I also did the one, the Get to Know Us episode, but it's not going to release until Sunday, I believe I scheduled it out for. So those will be coming soon.
All right. So I figure tomorrow, anyone who wants to come on, we'll just have a chill stream tomorrow, talk about what's going on and anything in the community, stuff like that. So,
and no tornadoes tomorrow,
which is good.
We're only having the storms today.
We don't want them to turn back around and come through again. That wouldn't be good. I'm jumping around over houses and stuff. Oh boy.
That's why I prepped early and I had all this stuff down here ready to go.
Mm-hmm. So,
except I did turn off the computer upstairs, so every now and then I hear a slight echo through the floor.
Oh god. Well, at least we don't hear it.
I left it on upstairs.
At least we don't hear it though.
Trying to get downstairs, I know it was supposed to be bad today.
So it's still raining right now. You were saying how Rogue wanted to go out, but then looked like nope.
Yeah, I can hear the rain. Yeah, she wanted to go outside, so he tried to take her, and he had the door open. I could see it lightning. You just hear it pouring down rain, and she's like, "Nope, I'm not going out there."
If it was just snow, maybe, but
if it was snow, she'd be out there in a heartbeat. She loves that, but she's scared of thunder, so she won't go out there if it's thundering.
Yeah, I had a dog years ago. He didn't like rain. Thunder freaked him out.
Rain's not that bad unless she sees lightning, because then she knows thunder's coming. So
it's like, forget about that.
Yeah, but yeah, she's like almost 14% husky. She don't care about snow. She'll be out there playing in that.
Yeah. Just dive right in.
Oh yeah. I got plenty of videos of her rolling around in it.
Wow. I've been off the last 2 days, back to work early again tomorrow. So, which is weird doing a show on Friday. But hey, whenever is available, I'll take it. It could have been Tuesday for all I care.
Right.
I gotta watch that, not tonight, obviously, but soon I'm gonna watch that Wicked Lake and a few other ones. And I'll have to see what that American Muscle too, or whatever that I forget if it was Steve or Jim that was talking about that, one of those two. See how that movie is. And then I saw you were what were you playing the other day, or did you finish The Quarry yet?
Yeah, I did. I thought I was going to still play, but it was just the summary of my game choices. So I played that. Ooh.
Hey, Chad.
What did I bring up?
I don't know what you bring
So
up.
I went ahead and I did something I had pop up on my screen there, but I went ahead and I let it play through my summary, and then since I had no gameplay, I went ahead and I popped up Crash Bandicoot Racing because I didn't know what else. Tornadoes and all. Yeah, this is not the first episode. This is not our first rodeo with the tornadoes because I do live in the Midwest. So this is like the fourth, I want to say. But
Probably.
yeah, I believe so. So this is the one. This one though, there was more sirens. Sirens went off at least 4 times since I've been in the basement.
Mm-hmm. Yep, never know what's going to happen here. It's always crazy here. Not always with tornadoes. That's extra crazy, but you never know what you're going to get when you watch us.
Yeah.
Weather, pets, just other craziness, titty songs, whatever. It's we don't know. Robots with nipples.
Yeah. For all you that are new, yes, I made a titty song. It is on the Spotify and it is on my YouTube. So just like Miss Boomstick. I don't know if I could throw my link in here or not. I don't know if I'm signed in on my laptop.
Oh, for that.
Yeah. No, I'm not signed in. All right.
Well, if
I can't post my link right now, but it's just Miss Boomstick. Same with the. If you want to see the clips and stuff, I can't post a link right now off of this computer. I don't know if I log in if I'll screw up something right now. So
it's like, yeah, but it's out there though.
Yeah, it's out there. Just look up Miss Boomstick and you'll find it.
Hey, Echo.
Is it clear now?
I'm still watching.
Are you still watching? Okay. So if it's clear, y'all can go upstairs. I'll back up and go when we're done.
So tomorrow, Echo, we're just gonna do like a chill stream and invite people who want to come on and talk about movies or whatever else is going on in the horror community, any news, whatever. So if you want to join us tomorrow, I'll send some links out to some people. And I was gonna message some other people, see who might want to come on. I know Cal wanted to come on. He had asked last week if we were bringing anyone on soon. So if he's available, I don't know. But you and anyone else is welcome. I think I hear an echo right now. Is that me?
No, my stepson's watching the weather.
Oh, no, you're fine. Nothing's going on. Echo? It's another echo.
And not weather to see if it's clear for them to go upstairs.
Yeah. Hopefully it's clear by now. Or at least soon. So anyway, that's about what's going on tomorrow. And I didn't take a nap today, so I've got to get up at 5. So I'm going to head to bed after I just repost. I got to change the title because it's actually the 107th show, not the 6th. And then it didn't let me edit it. So I got to go into YouTube Studio. But so we'll see you tomorrow at our normal time at 7. Anyone, Echo, if you're free, I'll send you the link. Let's see. For anyone who missed the live chat, you must. I guess watch it later, you mean? But, yep. All right. So
Wouldn't it be 8 o'clock, though? It's 7 o'clock my time. That's 8 o'clock your time, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, my bad. 8 o'clock. You're right. You caught me. Whoops.
Yeah, I just realized that. Yeah,
it's 7 o'clock my it's time. Like 7 o'clock. No, wait a minute. 8 o'clock.
Yeah, unless you change the time on me without telling me, and then
you're like, wait a minute. Did you change it again? I changed it again. See, I'm tired already as it is. So that's a sign right there, people. I don't even know what time we're on tomorrow. Just show up tomorrow. It's a mystery time. Anytime tomorrow night between the hours of 6 and 12. But all right. So
yeah, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
All right. Oh, Chad said that he can come on tomorrow for a little bit. So that's cool. All right, I'll send you the link. And we'll see you and whoever else tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.